Welcome to this comprehensive tutorial on using SightLab by Worldviz to create immersive 360-degree experiences. Whether you're an educator, scientist, developer, or VR enthusiast, this guide will help you to make the most out of getting deep insights in eye-tracking data for your 360-degree media. Step 1 is to prepare your media. Before diving in SightLab, ensure your 360-degree videos and photos are organized. Place them under utils, resources, and media. Everything in here can be found by the SightLab VR 360. Running SightLab. If you're a single user, launch SightLab by running SightLab VR 360. You'll find this in your SightLab files and under SightLab VR 360. Double-click that to launch the SightLab VR player. Now you have to select your configuration. You can either view this on the desktop if you don't have a VR headset, or you can choose your VR headset down here. Here you want to select your media type. So is it going to be a video or an image? Then your format, mono or stereo. And down here you will see all the files that you saved to the media folder. So we are going to pick warehouse for now. That is a video, and I think it's mono. Or no, stereo. Here you can choose gaze points, which you can set later. Then press on continue to start. Here you can enter participants' information, so their last name, first name, and etc. But for now, just as an example, I will put 555 here to make a reference to the data that is being collected by the SightLab VR player. Then press submit and start the experiment by pressing spacebar. Now SightLab VR will start collecting data where you look. So in this case, there is no eye tracking data. It will just use the green point that you can see as a reference, because as I have no camera connected to the PC right now and it plays only on the desktop, it will use just that as a data. But if you connect your VR headset with an eye tracking option or the option to eye track, then it will use the real data. So just look around here a bit, and then to stop, press spacebar again and escape to exit. Now you can go to Session Replay 360, double click that to replay the session that we just recorded. Here you can select your configuration again. So we are going to view this in desktop, but you could also replay it in the headset. Press OK. And then we are going to select the participant's ID that we just put in here. So it's 555. And it will show us a bit or an explanation about the controls that we have right here. So you can press R to reset the playback, then H to generate a heat map. Yeah, and that will just start playing our video. Now we can see where exactly we looked in the scene. To exit, you can press escape again. And that is how you can review your session after recording it in SightLab VR. And you do exactly the same for your photos as well. So you will just launch the SightLab VR 360. Wait for it to launch, then select your configuration again. Press OK. Opens the window, then you will select image here. Either mono or stereo, that's the question. Then select your file this one, your gaze point, and press continue. Then again, we will have to reference or give reference to the data that was being collected. So we will input a new ID for this participant. Just do submit and press spacebar to start recording. Now, as before, this is exactly the same as with videos. It will start recording where we look by having the reference point of this green dot right here. And we can look around here, record a bit of data. And if you are done, we're going to press spacebar again and exit with escape. Then do the same again with Session Replay 360, launch that. Select configuration, select the ID that we just typed in, and it will give us the same options as with the video. So we can display the heat map again, or disable it, unselect the timestamp, fixation fears. Yeah, or to hide the panel, you can press dot. To get even deeper insights, you can look at the data in its raw form by pressing or going into the data file here, and then looking for the participant ID, which was in our case 8, this one, and 555. So you have 3 different kinds of text files here, and if you open them, you will see the data being recorded here. So you can look into them and you will find the exact point with the time reference where the eye tracking data was recorded. To demonstrate the multi-user experience, I'm going to do everything on one machine. So at first we will start the SightLab VR server 360. In here we can select the media that we will be watching. So I'm just going to select the warehouse for now. That's a video and it is stereo. Then don't press continue yet, because I will join as a client here with SightLab VR Client 360. This will again ask me for the configuration. I will now just choose the desktop to show you guys, but you could also use any headset that you have. Select the client number, we will select 2 right now, and enter the server name. You will find the server name by going to Settings, System, About, and then the device name is just the server name. So in this case it's WizBox9. Going to type that in here. Alright, and then you can press enter or okay. That's just here. You will select your character. Just gonna choose female 1 for now, and then you can set this to the side and go back to the server. Now we can press continue, and as soon as we press the spacebar, the video will start playing, and from the perspective of a client we can see the video in 360 view, and the server perspective is that you can see all the clients looking at the things, so you can overview where the characters are looking at in this exact moment. Then press spacebar again to stop the recording. Now you will see the gaze way, sort of where you looked at, and then press escape to get out. And that's how you will use the multi-user on SightLab with playing media or replaying media. And the last thing I want to show you is how to create gaze points in a scene. So for that, we will have to launch SightLab 360 inside of Wizard. So we are just going to drag and drop it into here. That will open like that. Then we can launch it by pressing the green arrow. Then we will have to select our configuration again. For this video, I will select desktop to show you guys. Now we are going to select a scene that we want to collect gaze points of. So for now I will choose parking lot. This is an image and it is stereo. Then we will press continue. This doesn't matter right now, so we will press submit and spacebar to start the scene. Now we can look for points that we want to record. For example, this tire right here. If we want to record this tire, then we are going to look at it with the green point and focus it, then press the R key. Then we can search for another object like this trash can, for example. So then focus on it again and press the R key, and maybe this lamp right here. So focus and R key. Now we can press spacebar to stop the experiment and exit by pressing escape. Now we have different coordinates here. So this is the first coordinate from the tire, then we have the trash can, and then the light. So these will help us to create gaze points for our scene. To set the fixation regions we just got on down here, we will have to open the settings script in Wizard and then search for region for the region positions. So we can just copy them out down here. Control C to copy, and then Control V to input them in here or to paste. And we could also rename the regions here by changing this in here. Like the first region was tire, and second region it was the trash can, and the third region is light. Then we are going to save this document, and now if we run our script again for the VR 360, we will have to set our configuration again, and now we can activate fixation region 1, 2, and 3. By pressing continue, we will start the session. We have an idea of let's do something like that. Submit and press spacebar to start the experiment. Now if we look at the tire, it will say gaze fixed tire because we set it to the tire. Then looking at the trash can, it will say trash can, and looking at the light, it says light. So we have set these 3 fixation regions, and this is how we do that. To create your own 360 videos or images, you can use 360-degree camera or your phone's panorama mode. Alternatively, you can find 360-degree images online, including AI-generated ones from Skybox AI or downloadable ones from Pexels. Congratulations! You completed this tutorial and are now equipped to harness the power of SightLab by Worldviz to create 360-degree experiences. Whether for educational purposes, design, or pure enjoyment, the possibilities are endless. Thank you for joining us for this tutorial. Stay tuned for future tutorials and continue exploring the world of immersive 360-degree content creation with SightLab by Worldviz.